Why are we so enthralled by true crime documentaries? Is it the allure of the uncharted, justice's pursuit, or maybe the knowledge that these tales aren't just works of fiction, but the rather eerie truths playing in our society? The darkest recesses of the human psyche are explored in the true crime documentaries, and they challenge our ideas of what is good and evil. These documentaries go beyond simple entertainment by shedding light on true stories that have startled and intrigued people all across the world. They expose the faults in our legal system as they peel back the layers of deception and expose the perpetrators of horrible crimes. Welcome to my channel, Top 1010. Today, we'll be looking at true crime documentaries that you can't possibly miss. Each of the documentaries we'll talk about today offer a distinctive viewpoint on a different topic, causing us to wonder about the very essence of justice and truth, from erroneous convictions to unsolved riddles. Now, before we continue, please take a moment to like the video and subscribe to the channel. You can also click on the notification bell to stay up to date with our latest videos. You can choose to get notifications for some of our videos or all of them. Now, fasten your seatbelts as we enter the world of real crime documentaries that have captivated viewers and ignited debates all over the world. The revolutionary TV program Making a Murder is the first entry on our list today. This 2015 Netflix original tells the story of Stephen Avery, a Wisconsin resident who spent 18 years in prison after being falsely accused of sexual assault and attempted murder. After finally getting conviction, Avery was charged with another yet stunning crime a few years later. The series casts doubt on the legal system by exposing probable manipulation and corruption. The masterful storytelling and research into the justice system makes this documentary a must-watch for anyone curious about the complexities of the justice system. Next, we have The Jinx, The Life and Deaths of Robert Durst. This HBO miniseries looks into the enigmatic and odd life of New York real estate heir Robert Durst, who was thought to have committed many murders. His alleged participation in his wife's disappearance and killings of two other people is explored in this documentary in order to craft a disturbing investigation of a complicated and enigmatic man. Director Andrew Jarecki expertly blends interviews, archive materials, and Durst's own recording. With unheard of access to Durst, the series takes unexpected turns and ends with a terrifying confession that was recorded on camera. This documentary will leave viewers wondering about the truth and limits of the justice after watching the series' stunning revelation. Following that is The Staircase, an engrossing true crime film that explores the prosecution of Michael Peters, a writer who was accused of killing his wife Kathleen. Throughout the entire trial, director Jean-Xavier de Lestrade scrupulously documents the events for the audience, giving them an unvarnished perspective of both the judicial drama and the internal familial drama that plays out, intriguingly examining truth, trickery, and the complexities of the human psyche. The Staircase is a must-see film. Michael Peterson is suspected of killing his wife Kathleen, and The Staircase is a compelling docuseries that focuses on his legal battle. The documentary, which was made over a 16-year period, offers a close-up perspective of the courtroom conflict, persecution, and the defense team's tactics, and the difficulties in the legal system. The next entry on our list is Serial, a revolutionary podcast that launched a true crime revolution. This investigative journalism program, which is led by Sarah Koenig, investigates the murder of a Baltimore high school student, Hae Min Lee. The series Serial attracted millions of listeners who were fixated on finding the truth, thanks to the documentary's compelling storytelling and rigorous analysis of the facts. By itself, this podcast revolutionized the true crime genre and created fresh narrative opportunities. Next on our list is the iconic story of the erroneous conviction of 5 African American and Hispanic adolescents who were wrongfully accused of raping a jogger in Central Park in 1989. Is the subject of this documentary, The Central Park 5, which was directed by Ken Burns, Sarah Burns, and David McMahon. The film reveals the systematic prejudice and unfairness that resulted in the miscarriage of justice and the incorrect conviction of the adolescent through interviews, historical footage, and in-depth research. The destructive effects of bias and media sensationalism are explored in The Central Park 5 in a thoughtful, provoking way. The next on our list is Evil Genius, the true story of America's most diabolical bank heist. This riveting Netflix documentary is centered around the weird and fascinating tale of the 2003 pizza bomber case, in which a pizza delivery man was compelled to rob a bank while wearing a bomb around his neck. Crazy! The cast of odd individuals in a web conspiracy, the show investigates the murky side of crime with its exploration of the extremes of human desperation and deception. Evil genius will keep you on the edge of your seat. Next, we have The Thin Blue Line. The unjust conviction of Randall Dale Adams for the murder of a police officer was brought to light by this groundbreaking documentary. Adams was eventually released from prison as a result of director Earl Morris's investigation, which also served as a poignant reminder of the shortcomings in the legal system. Next, we have The Forensic File. This is a well-established documentary program that presents actual forensic investigation. Each episode showcases rigorous work done by forensic scientists and investigators as they solve difficult crimes and reveal evidence, often results in the capture and conviction of the offender. Next, we have The Imposter. This is the extraordinary true tale of a Frenchman who pretended to be a lost Texan youngster. This fascinating film investigates identity and the extent one person would go for a new start. Next, we have Mindhunter. Mindhunter is a compelling Netflix series based on the John E. Douglas real crime book. It centers on two FBI agents who speak with incarcerated serial killers to better understand their psyche, use it in current investigation. The documentary is set in the late 1970s and it offers a terrifying window into the minds of some of history's most legendary villains. Keepers is a riveting true crime documentary that examines the unsolved murder of Sister Kathy Casdy, a cherished nun and high school teacher in Baltimore. The documentary reveals the murky secrets of the Catholic Church, showing a labyrinth of abuse, dishonesty, and cover-ups throughout the organization. Next, we have Paradise Lost, a trilogy of movies that follows the erroneous convictions of three adolescents known as the West Memphis Three for the gruesome killings of three little boys. This documentary draws light into the inadequacies in the legal system, the impact of media sensationalism, and the relentless efforts of a group of campaigners fighting for justice. Next, we have The Murder of Lacey Peters. This investigates the high-profile case of the murder and disappearance of a pregnant Lacey Peters and the trial that followed. Courtroom drama and media craze surrounding this case are all explored in depth documentary series. Coming up on our list is The Confession Tapes. This thrilling true crime documentary discusses instances people confess to crimes and recently found guilty, only for their guilt to be called into question. This insightful series explores the psychology, false confessions, police questioning methods, and the results that the trials of Gabriel Fernandez reveals the tragic, heartbreaking tale of an 8-year-old boy who was brutally abused by his mother and her boyfriend before passing away. This moving documentary explores the shortcomings of the child protection and the fight to ensure that little Gabriel received justice. The Night Stalker. This unsettling documentary series details the 1980s killings committed by serial killer Richard Ramirez. The documentary examines Ramirez's terrible reign of terror and the unrelenting quest for justice through interviews, archived material, and victim accounts. And last on our list is Conversations with the Killer, which offers a terrifying glimpse into the mind of Ted Bundy, one of America's infamous serial killers. The series examines Bundy's horrifying acts, his manipulation, and the horrific scope of his cruelty using audio recordings of interviews and historic source tension, investigative reporting, and in-depth examination of the human condition found in these true crime documentaries combine to create a compelling experience to reveal the shortcomings of our legal system. True crime documentaries enthrall and inspire us, serving as a reminder of the value of telling stories and the necessity of seeking justice. The deepest recesses of humanity are shown in the true crime documentary, and they help to make us aware of the frailty of our legal system. They empower victims, bring to light the faults in the system, and implore us to look for the truth, and the stories we have heard today are not simply accounts of criminal activity. They also serve as a reminder of the existence of the human spirit and the never-ending search for truth. Do you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments below, and as always, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already to receive more exciting videos just like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next Rock Daily.